The main idea is to study a new way of documenting historic heritage. And in this particular case, it's applied to some terracotta pieces of the Chicago Stock Exchange. Laser scanning is becoming, of course, important in archaeological sites, historic preservation, things like that. But we are trying to understand and suggest some new uses for documenting this type of artifacts. The Chicago Stock Exchange was a very important building. It was designed by the firm of Adler and Sullivan, Louis Sullivan being one of the two partners. So he had a very prominent role in shaping architecture in Chicago and architectural history in the United States. Through the laser scanner, we have modeled all these pieces as three-dimensional digital models. Then we can put these models together in the computer, see how they formed this decorative system at the top of the building. And then the next thing we're working on is the reconstruction of the steel frame from a set of original drawings that we have to demonstrate the assembly of these panels on the steel frame.
It'll be essentially a pretty rich environment in terms of having some really kind of interesting web technologies that help the public and also other scholars really understand the system that's being used here in the Sullivan Stock Exchange building and find different ways to interact with that.
The other, even broader objective is to demonstrate the potential of laser scanning in historic preservation, documentation, also potential reconstruction of pieces. For instance, by scanning those pieces we have, we can make copies. We can repair them digitally and do copies of missing pieces, for instance.
I think the way that the story will be told essentially is of value to other projects that have a similar kind of problem to solve. So, yeah.